Hey guys, today I want to share my pregnancy update with you. Today I am 13 weeks and 5 days, and like I said in my last video, my trimesters change over on Saturday. So today's Thursday and it's 13 weeks and 5 days. So I don't have too much to report other than I've been feeling some pains, and I don't know if it's like part of pregnancy or it's just part of my workout soreness. But it's a pain that I've never felt before. It's like in my inner thighs, like in that bone area, like I guess where your bikini line would go, like the inside inner bones. My bones are so sore. Like I get out of bed in the morning and I'm just like, oh my gosh. And it could be like days after I have a leg day that I'm so sore. And before I was pregnant, I would have leg day and I would be sore like maybe 2 days later, and it was like an intense soreness in my quadriceps and my hamstrings. But this is a pain that I've never really felt, so I don't really know if it's just like stretching or I'm not really sure. But that's new. That's something that I've noticed this week. And then I've also noticed after I get done working out, like my lower abdominal area is like sore kind of. But it's not, I don't do any ab work. It's just basically like my cardio and regular stuff. So I'm not really sure. Just kind of like different soreness. Basically, it's just my lower body, like my lower back and then my tailbone. And I had problems with my tailbone in high school, like all throughout cheer and stuff. I always had problems with my tailbone. But now being pregnant, I don't know if it's like pressure, just like the added pressure, but my tailbone is so sore. And it's to the point where if I'm walking all day long, like I'll start to notice like little twinges like going up my lower back, like just from that whole like tailbone. So I keep telling myself I need to call my chiropractor and get in to just kind of maybe be adjusted or like figure out where that pain's coming from, because I have not had tailbone pain in so many years and it's not fun. Like any kind of back pain, lower back pain, it's not fun. But to have that, it's like this excruciating like sharp pain up my like lower back area. So that's new. Food-wise, I haven't really had any cravings, not this week that I've noticed. My food's about the same. I'm still not wanting to eat eggs though in the morning. I used to always do egg whites, and I'm just not really craving eggs at all. So I kind of have to get creative to fit protein in the morning. So hasn't been eggs. Same thing in the evening. I have not been wanting any kind of meat or chicken. So I've been trying to do like quinoa, a lot of beans, again, trying to get protein in other ways, because if I track and I notice, I'm not getting in as much protein as I used to. So I'm trying to like keep my protein intake up. As far as like food aversions, nothing's really like grossing me out. It's just stuff that I don't really want. Like I'm not craving certain things, or just certain things just don't sound good to me. So if my husband will want something for lunch, he'll name something and I'll be like, ugh, no. And then he'll name something else and I'll be like, I could do it. But it's just every day, it's like day to day, it's something different. Like maybe today I won't want it, but tomorrow it'll sound okay. It's just kind of weird. And I still have not experienced any kind of morning sickness, which I'm so thankful for. I had like one day this past week, I just felt not really myself. I just felt kind of queasy, like off and on, and that was it. It lasted up until about 3 o'clock, and then it went away, and then it came back in the evening, like just a little bit, where I just had to lay down. Like I just didn't feel good. I didn't feel like myself. So that was one day, and it was just kind of weird. It was just like a all of a sudden thing. My sleeping has been okay at night. I've been really trying to force myself not to sleep on my back. I keep hearing that it's not good to sleep on your back when you're pregnant, especially when you get into your second trimester. So I find myself like waking up and I'm like, dang it, because I'm on my back again. But it's just comfortable, and that actually has kind of made me wonder if that's where the tailbone pain is coming from. Because I notice when I'm laying on my back for a super long time, like there's pressure on like my tailbone. So I'm wondering if it's from that. So I've been trying to like use the pillow that I bought and kind of prop it up so I will not roll over onto my back. If I roll over, I kind of like the pillow stops me. So I've been trying to do that, and just try not to sleep on my back, but it's so hard. But my sleep has been good. I haven't had like any vivid dreams or nightmares, or I keep reading that in different books, like you'll have these really vivid dreams or these like really intense nightmares. I haven't had anything like that, and my sleep has been okay, other than the fact at like, it's like clockwork, I have to get up to go to the restroom at the same time every single day, which is usually around 2:30. 2:30 in the morning. It hits me every single morning, like early morning. And that's the other thing, since I got pregnant until now, I've had to go to the restroom so much. I already drink a ton of water. I try to aim for a gallon of water a day. So I'm constantly in the bathroom, but being pregnant, it's just intensified, and it's so annoying. Like, it was annoying before because I was always like having to plan out my day and figure out, okay, is there a restroom? Is there, you know, it's like I have the world's smallest bladder, and then to be pregnant and have that intense, I need to go to the bathroom now. So I'm still trying to get my water in, even when I know I'm running errands and going to be out. I know it's important to get water in, so I'm trying so hard, but that is one thing that is so frustrating, is constantly having to go. And I hear like, oh, the further you get, you know, in your pregnancy, it just intensifies and you have to go like every 2 seconds. And I'm thinking, great, because that's already me right now. Like, I have to go all the time. So I am trying to get in my water, even though it is frustrating. And then one of the things that I wanted to share with you guys, I had downloaded 2 apps on my phone right when I found out I was pregnant. It was What to Expect When Expecting, and then the Ovia app. And I deleted the What to Expect When Expecting, and I just kept the Ovia app because I tend to use that one the most, and I absolutely love that app. They're both free. But the Ovia app is nice because it has like a calendar, it has a note section, it has like milestones, you can track your sleep, your mood, your weight. There's just a lot more you can track on there than you can on the What to Expect app. So I deleted that one and I'm just using the Ovia. It's Ovia, I think, Ovia. I'll link it down below if you guys want to check it out. But it's really cool because if you have a doctor's appointment, you can schedule that. It reminds you if you want it to remind you the day before, a half an hour before. Different milestones, like the first time you heard the baby's heartbeat, your first ultrasound, like if you felt the first kick, things like that you can document. But then it also documents your mood, and whatever you put in there, it kind of gives you a little tidbit about why you may be feeling this way. It gives you updates about the baby. You can pick, I picked mine to just be a fruit. But you can pick it to be like in a pastry, like the size. Each week it tells you the baby's the size of it. You could pick an animal, you could pick a pastry, you could pick a fruit, but you could pick different themes. You can change them every week if you want to, or every day. But it's kind of funny. I used the pastry one in the beginning, and then I was like, I'm craving pastries. I need to like take this off and just put a piece of fruit. So now I just have it to compare the baby size to a piece of fruit. But it's a really cool app. It gives you how many days and weeks, or how many weeks and days you are. It kind of gives you a guesstimation if you kind of know when you got pregnant. It gives you like an estimated due date. But there's just a lot of features. There is like a forum if you want to like talk to people in the community. I haven't used that yet, but I just like to keep track of like my daily stuff. So I really, really like that app. And one of the reasons why I deleted the What to Expect When Expecting app, I felt like every day when I went on, it was like I was anticipating like feeling the things that it said. Like, you're gonna have morning sickness. If you have morning sickness, it's gonna start here. And that was at week 6. And I was dreading that. Like, I kept thinking, oh my gosh, it's gonna hit me. Oh my gosh. So I felt like I was like anticipating that to happen. Like, I was just waiting. So I finally was like, you know, I just need to delete this because these symptoms are not happening to me, and I don't want to. I always think like sometimes we can will things to happen to us. Like, I don't want to think negatively, like I'm gonna get morning sickness or I'm gonna catch a cold because my immune system's low. Like, I try not to think things like that because I'm one of those people, like if you put it out there, it probably will happen. So by reading those, like, not negative, but I mean, they're there to prepare you. But I just felt like I was waiting and just kind of like, oh great, week 6 is gonna be this. Oh great, week 7 is gonna be this. And so I just deleted it because I was like, so far it's not happening to me. I don't want to read ahead and like plan it in my brain that that's gonna happen. So I like the Ovia app because it gives you a little bit of tidbits, but it doesn't like give you the doomsday tidbits. So some people may like those things, but I wasn't experiencing them, so I was just like, forget it, I'm just gonna delete it just so I don't like think that in my head. And then I went to Savers and I got some books. I think their books are buy 4, get 1 free. So you get 5 books. So I picked up some baby books. I hadn't bought anything for like, because I was just using those apps. So I found some books while I was there and I thought I would share them with you guys. I found this one, which is probably, I think every store carries it. Amazon, Target, I think every pregnancy or pregnant woman has it. It's What to Expect When You're Expecting. And I picked this one up. It's just one of those, I kind of read through like each little section. It just gives you like your first month, it gives you some like nutrition tips, it gives you where you should be, like if your belly's starting to grow or any kind of movements you'll feel, or just different things like that. So I picked up this one, and these were all really inexpensive. I mean really, I think they each were like $2. And then I picked up this one. It's Your Pregnancy Week by Week. And I like this one as well. I kind of get information from each of them. So I just kind of like the week that I am, I'll thumb through it and I'll like glance over, read it. So I take like a little bit from each of the books. So there's this one. I also found this one. It's the Pregnancy Bible, Your Complete Guide to Pregnancy and Early Parenthood. This one's really cool because it has like this fold out, let me find it. Like this little fold out, these pages. The women on here are naked, but let me find a different one. The pages are like folded out, so you can fold out the calendar and like look at different things that are happening. So it's just like a quick glance reference if you don't want to like read through the whole book. But it has some really good information in it, so I really like this one. I tend to go through this one a lot more than the others. So this one's the Pregnancy Bible. And the last two that I found were just more of like a fun read. I didn't want to buy too many of like the pregnancy ones because when I was going through them, they kind of all seemed the same. So I thought I would pick up some like funny books. I've read before, my girlfriend was pregnant and she had read them, and so she gave them to me. This was years ago. I was still like in my early 20s and pregnancy was like not even on my mind. But I love Jenny McCarthy. So she had given me all the Jenny McCarthy books. And they were hysterical. Like they were the funniest books I've ever read. Like I literally like laughed out loud. They were so funny. Just the way she writes it, and then like things that you imagine are happening to your body, you're like, oh really? That's horrible. But it's just such a funny book. So I wanted to find something similar to that, like just something light, just like a fun read. So I picked up this one. It's Sippy Cups Are Not for Chardonnay and Other Things I Had to Learn as a New Mom. So this one, it looked like it was a fun read. It sounded interesting. So I got this one. And Savers did have a ton of the Jenny McCarthy books. So if you guys are looking for those, try Savers because they have a ton. And then this one is The Girlfriend's Guide to Pregnancy, or Everything Your Doctor Won't Tell You. So I also picked up this one. So these last two were just kind of like fun reads. So I haven't started them yet, so I'm not sure how they are, but hopefully they're good and entertaining. So. And then the last item I found at Savers was this shirt. It says Hands Off the Bump. And I just picked this up. I was leaving the store and it was kind of like peeking out of one of the racks. And it was 50% off, so it was only like $2. And it still had the tags on it from the maternity store. So I just went ahead and bought this one. It might be like wrinkly. I washed it, so it might be wrinkly where the wording is. But I thought it was pretty cute. So I picked that one up at Savers. And then I also found, in addition, I've just been using on my belly is the organic coconut oil. I buy this at Costco. So I've just been using this like all over my body every day as just a moisturizer. So I switch off between this, and then at night times, sometimes I'll put the bio oil on. So I had this left over, so I've been putting this on like my belly and stuff at nighttime. But I came across this one at Babies R Us, and it's for like days. As it gets hotter, the coconut oil sometimes is just so oily, so depending on what you're wearing, sometimes it'll get like transfer onto your clothing. So I wanted to find a lotion that wasn't oily but still had like good moisturization. This one is by Newbie. It's the Stretch Mark Cream, and this one has, it says Brazil Nut Formula with shea butter, collagen, elastin, and vitamin E. Helps to prevent and reduce stretch marks and has no parabens in it. So I picked this one up at Babies R Us, and I really like it because it doesn't have like a really strong smell. It smells, I mean, it's just really light, so it's nothing that's going to be like nauseating or something you cannot stand on your body. And this was fairly inexpensive. It was like $3 $3.99, I think. It was pretty inexpensive. This is just 4 ounces. It's a small little tube, but I thought I would try this one just because it's a cream and not an oil. So did pick up that. And then I also got this nursing pillow. This is just called nursing pillow. And I got this, it was a coupon in my motherhood maternity order when I got the sports bras, my first order. And I had a coupon code for a free nursing pillow. So I went to their website and looked through all the different prints. They have like minky material, they have tons of different prints, like boys, girls, neutral, anything that you can think of they have on their website. So I thought, what the heck, I'm just going to try it and see if it is actually free. You do pay shipping for it. So I picked out just this material. I forgot what it's called. I can link it below, and I'll put the website below if you guys would like to do it as well. It was free. I didn't want to talk about it in my first video because I hadn't received mine yet and I wanted to make sure that it was legitimate. So I did finally receive it in the mail. It didn't take very long to get here. I did only have to pay shipping and handling for it, and the pillow came out, it was free. I think the pillow is normally $39.99, and then with the coupon code I got from my motherhood thing, it was $0, and then just the shipping, which was inexpensive. So, and it only took like a week or a week and a half to get here. So I did pick up, or I did order this online. So that's everything for my 13 weeks and 5-day pregnancy update. Let me know if any of you guys that are following me, how far along you are, if you guys are pregnant, if you've experienced anything in your 13th week. I am waiting for some kind of a symptom. My belly is still flat. I haven't started to like pop yet. I have so many friends right now that are pregnant, and they'll post pictures on Facebook, and I'm like, this morning I laughed. I was on the treadmill and I was like, am I even carrying a baby in my stomach? Because I see my friends and I'm like, it's their first pregnancy as well, and they're already so popped out, and I'm thinking, I just laughed at myself like, well, I don't know. Like, even a lady, I was at breakfast on Sunday morning and I was talking to the waitress and told her I was pregnant. She asked me how far along and I said 3 months, and she's like, why is your stomach so flat? And I'm thinking, I don't know. I have no idea. I like look at my friends and I compare and I'm like, that's just so weird. Like, I mean, I know there's something in there because my stomach feels totally different, but it doesn't look any different. But let me know how you guys are doing. I hope if you guys are pregnant, you're having a good experience so far and everything is going well. Thank you for following along on my journey, for any of you that are, joining me on my pregnancy journey. And I will see you guys next week for my 14th week. Have a great day. Bye.